take pictures of the card. So once you have it in your cell phone, and you can send it out to all your contacts. Thank you so much.
Bro, I need to pay for the school. I can pay for
Can I come right back, sir?
Okay. This ain't going to be us to fund the police route at all. Right now, we support our police. We support President Trump. We support President Trump, the President of the United States of America. Give me a hell yeah! Now, that's the way I like it. Now, my name is Merle Travis Rutledge Jr. I'm running for governor of Virginia. It's going to be a new type of Republican attitude, and we're about to kick some Democratic ass. Now, I know y'all haven't been that excited in a while. We had 10 years worth of losses. We had people give up. We had people give up on this country. People bowed down to the mob and bowed down to Antifa. I'm the only candidate who has faced Antifa and BLM at the front lines. Now I can tell you, I don't give a damn about them. I don't give a damn about empathy. I give a damn about this country, and we are taking our country back. Yeah! We got too many patriots right here that's ready to give their life for this country. Not too many politicians are at that point. That's the problem. They gave up our monuments and our history. They took away our guns with legislative policies. We have too many right now. They're planning on. Sorry. But anyway, this is about American history. This is about American pride. This is about American spirit. It's about time we have a new type of attitude that says we are fighting back against the mob. We are fighting back against corrupt politicians. I plan on walking a mud puddle into the swamp and draining it dry. Yeah. See, we're going to start getting the federal government out of our business. Right now, President Trump has been overwhelmed with Governor Northam's crap. If y'all believe Governor Northam's a moron, please say it. Because not enough people are saying it because they're too busy being polite. God didn't tell me to be polite, and my God come first. Ain't that right, patriots? Shoot. They tried to take our Bible, burn down our churches, take away our brothers and sisters at every kind of whim, trying to run behind us, trying to throw bricks at us. I tell you to lock and load. It's time to go ahead and get ready to fire. I'm the only candidate in this race that plans on giving out pardons because I'm sick and tired of us getting bullied, not only at the polls, but up there in Richmond. I swear, it stinks so bad, it reeks all over Richmond, and it's reeking all over Virginia. A lot of y'all right now is wondering what are we going to do next when you see this country burning. And what I'm trying to tell people, this is a different type of campaign. We are fighting back. We are taking it to Antifa and BLM, and we are telling them politicians that you are too weak, too soft, too pathetic. Because that's exactly what it's been. Pathetic. We should have never ever allowed the mob to run our government. We should have never ever allowed the mob to even make it into our homes, because that's exactly what they are trying to do right now. So this new type of attitude to go back into your home and start telling each and everybody that you know that there is a new leader of the Republican Party, and I'm going to make sure we get our country back. Because President Trump can't do this alone. President Trump has shown every kind of way that they are going to destroy this country to make sure he's not reelected. They are going to cheat and do mail-in voting. They are going to try to make sure you're intimidated and too scared to go to the polls. Well, our U.S. military fought, led, and died for this country. We'd be damned if we don't do the same thing for them. I'm making sure the military knows that Virginia comes back to being their home. And businesses know the same thing. The military, when you lose your life, you're going to have a tax-free home and car to make sure your family's taken care of. We ain't going to allow the localities to switch that up. We're making sure our military knows that they come first, too. We are making sure first responders and cops know the same exact thing. So I extend that extra protection. I want to make sure also those who break Governor Northam's gun control laws, guess what? You got a pardon in me. That's exactly because I represent 2A. I'm a castle doctrine. Stand your ground. A state-recognized gun just because I want to piss Governor Northam off. He has done enough. He has done enough. We're going to make sure with taxes now that localities now control their own money. No longer out-of-state corporations are sending their money to Richmond, so those Democrats can go ahead and pull off their pork barrel projects. It doesn't matter what I say about their projects. You haven't seen no return on your investment. Now it's time for us to get a refund because we've been doing long enough for them, and now it's time for them to do for us. See, some people get up on the stage and talk about being a patriot. I see too many being actors and actresses trying to be celebrities up there at the state capitol and up there in D.C. I'm not a celebrity. I believe in ground zero politics that come from the home all the way to the boardroom. I'm trying to cut red tape for all corporations. I told them exactly, you get your policies together, you let me know where the red tape is so I can cut it. Plain and simple. It's time for us to get Virginia back to work. I'm tired of people staying at home on unemployment, on steroids, losing faith in the ability to make their own living and choose a success for their children and opportunities that socialism has been guaranteed by Democrats no longer. We are about capitalism. We are about opportunity. We are about freedom. We are about getting this country back. If you with me, let me know you with me. Yeah. Now, this is all about making America great again. This country we all grew up in. Your history, my history. We lived this story. We know exactly what it took to be here. We knew the sacrifices. We knew that exactly what obstacles that you was going to go through. And when you was down, there was always somebody picking you back up. Right now, the Republican Party was down, now picking it back up. And I'm saying exactly, no longer do we live as slaves to Democrats. We do exactly what Democrats don't want us to do, and that is to give the truth to the American people and let them know the Republican Party is back. So, like I said, there's going to be a guarantee that we are the greatest nation on earth to every single continent out there around the globe. There is nothing better than America. Don't ever have any of those Antifa, BLM, and the rest that try to burn down this country think so. Let them try that in their own country. But right now, in this country, I want the patriots finally stepping up to the front line, not backing down like we saw in Louisville, because we are here in Virginia. Do we back down for anybody? No. Do we lay down for anybody? No. What happens when our parents saw us laying down talking about quit? Was that acceptable? No. What does a good coach do? He fires you on up. He picks you back up. He says to get back in the game and complete the mission. We have a mission in November 2020. I can't wait for 2021, but right now, our country is on the line now. So that's why I'm speaking this way. I'm speaking about President Trump and exactly what he has done for this country and exactly been the leadership that we have needed for quite some time. We have never seen somebody outside the establishment go into D.C. and drain the swamp like President Trump had. And I'm seeing the same thing over there in Richmond. We have pedophiles running around up there in Richmond and their sympathizers trying to attack our kids. I'm saying exactly, our kids have a right to self-defense. They have a right to life. And we're going to make sure any child unborn or born has a right to self-defense and acts against hate. We are bringing back the family and making sure BLM and Antifa and those who try to destroy the family know exactly their days is numbered. We are going to open up a RICO investigation as me being your governor to make sure we hold those animals accountable. Plain and simple. Some people don't want to say that part. because they have burnt down America enough, and it's time for them to pay it right on back. And exactly, I plan on making sure all those charges are reinstated so they can clean up the graffiti, put back up those statues. It's not going to come on our back. We're going to make sure them criminals know exactly what it's called punishment. That's exactly what leaders should have been talking about right now, but they too busy being celebrities and trying to do donations and campaign fundraisers. Why don't you campaign on making sure America has a future? And it only takes us to do it because those politicians can't. See, President Trump wasn't a politician. President Trump was a warrior, and now he is on the line and saying to each and everybody in this building right here, they need for you to be fired up in November. They need for everybody in this room to make sure that you know exactly what it takes to sacrifice. If you see what the liberal media is doing to everybody right now, the liberal media is trying to destroy us and say riots is peaceful protests. I told Michelle Obama and the rest of the Obamas that that's peaceful protest, then the Patriots need to have their peaceful protest. And it's called a riot for America. So, to everybody here, just know there's a new candidate running for governor of the change that is fearless. That's what you got to be, fearless. You can't have yellow going down your spine for this. You can't make excuses or be sympathizers to those who do wrong. All we're doing is encouraging the problem. We ain't stopping. Like I said, I plan on putting a tough hammer to Democrats and a tough hammer to these protesters and letting them know you only go the Republican way if you want to live. Because what they're trying to do is make sure our country dies. That's exactly what it's all about. And I see you all around this room. I see everybody that now believes that we can do this. But I don't want you to just believe it. I want you to take action and take America back. So once again, this is the greatest nation on earth. Everybody remember it. Make sure you live it. And God bless America. Oh, hell yeah.
Did someone get food to go waters? Someone came in there and asked me for some.
All right, we're leaving at 5. Everybody's got their bills paid?